Hey everyone, I'm here to bring you some great freaking news that just dropped with the latest patch on Lords of the Fallen. Regardless of how we may all feel, one thing is evident. The team at CI Games are working hard to make this the best it can be. If you found this video helpful in any way, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. You definitely want to stick around for this one, so let's not waste any time and get right into it. So this is the patch notes that just dropped earlier today. Well, it's late night for me, depending on where you're at in the world. October 22nd of Sunday. Patch .224 is what I'm going to call this. This will be addressing New Game Plus Vestige, enemy density, crossplay, and progression loss. Greeting lamp bearers. Thank you to everyone who's attended last week's Q&A event and provided feedback both during the stream and afterwards. We continue to be humbled by the countless encouraging words and constructive feedback you have shared. In response to this, we have a few important announcements to make as a part of today's patch notes. Community feedback, Vestige, and New Game Plus. We hear you and decide to roll out some fundamental changes to ensure everyone continues to enjoy the New Game Plus experience, including both who have relished the No Vestige challenge and those who would rather they were still present throughout the world. From today's patch onwards, now when you complete your initial playthrough, you'll be presented with the new option before embarking on your next run-through. You can either progress directly to the next consecutive new game, i.e. if you just completed New Game Plus 1 and you would like to move on to New Game Plus 2, or you can replay the current new game at the same difficulty, albeit retaining your character, items, and progression, but resetting the entire world including NPC and quest lines. This will allow trophy hunters and completionists to seek out any outstanding tasks without having to contend with increased difficulty, should they so choose. A further patch this coming Thursday will see further updates made to the New Game Plus mode. Instead of removing all Vestige, as it does currently, New Game Plus 1 will only see a few disappear while keeping the key locations intact. In New Game Plus 2, a few more disappear, and then in New Game Plus 3, all but the main hub, Skyrest Bridge, and Adir's Shrine Vestige will disappear. This way, our initial vision remains intact, but is more of a gradual adaptation awaiting those who seek increasing levels of a challenge. This is phenomenal, y'all. I know a lot of us in the comment sections, in my videos, on Reddit, and elsewhere were not happy about this. So the fact that the dev team is listening to the community feedback and is making the appropriate changes so that both sides are going to be happy with this is great. Like, hats off to them. But there's more, and trust me, you're gonna want to listen to the rest of it. Lastly, as a follow-up to the popular announcement made during last week's stream, we can confirm we have started designing the New Game Plus modifier system, allowing players to fully customize their New Game Plus experience. Whether that's retaining all vestiges, keeping just a few, or removing them completely, it will also include other fun modifiers like a hardcore mode, one death equals permadeath, item randomizers, enemy randomizers, etc. The feature set is yet to be fully defined, but our current intention is to release the modifier system before the end of the year. Like, again, this is great news because normally, it's generally modders, at least if you're on PC, that do these sort of things. But for the dev team to decide like, hey guys, we're gonna make this for you guys, I'm happy about, what they're doing. You guys be sure to, show them support and everything as well. Now moving on to enemy density. It says here, today as a mean of helping with enemy density, we're improving our leashing system, further limiting how far enemies will pursue players from their spawn point. This helps prevent large crowds of enemy from relentlessly pursuing the player when rushing through a level. We aim to have further refinement in Thursday's patch, including reducing the numbers of enemies presented in areas where players most struggle. These enemies will be removed in your initial playthrough, but will remain in New Game Plus, in keeping with the more challenging experience players are seeking. Additionally, we are going to tweak some crowd behaviors so enemies will not swarm players as often. Multiple enemies will no longer land hits at the same time, while enemies will also be a little less aggressive when swarming the player in greater numbers. Again, I think that was another common complaint that I've seen too, for sure, was like enemy density, especially while you're in Umbral. And I look forward to this change because sometimes, like, you know, because of the amount of enemies, you end up getting boxed in and then the camera goes all wonky, like, you know, if you're against the wall or wherever it is that you're in the world. Now, onto crossplay. As we explained in the Q&A stream, we are targeting to deploy this as soon as possible for all platforms, but we want to ensure certain GPU stability levels for PC players before this happens. We are pleased to confirm we are activating crossplay on console this coming Monday, with a plan to activate it on all platforms this coming Thursday. So y'all heard it first. Crossplay is finally coming back for those of us who's been wanting to play with our friends or helping randoms or whatever. It's finally coming back. Consoles, Monday, all platforms, Thursday. Now for performance and stability. Our constant efforts to improve GPU stabilities are paying off, and we see that right now. The numbers have been reduced drastically from launch to less than 1/3 of what they were day one, yet still affecting 4% of our players each hour. We are diligently addressing the remaining 0.28% of crashes stemming from game code, while also collaborating closely with NVIDIA, AMD, and Epic to resolve any outstanding issues reported by players through Sentry. We have a number of key improvements rolling out between today and Thursday that will drive those numbers even lower. This is a big one, y'all. Progression loss. For those who have lost levels of progression, either through corrupted saves or due to the co-op related issues in 0.215, are pleased to know that we are working diligently on a solution for you. We're setting up a team you can send your corrupted saves and downgraded characters to, which will respond by providing your saves with the required vigor to restore characters up to that level they were before the glitch. Those affected by the corrupted save file, please follow the steps below. 1. Create your new character. 2. Send your new character save, the name of that character, and the level you need restored to support@cigames.com. 3. We'll send you back your save with enough vigor skulls to reach the same level. You will need to restart your playthrough, but you should be able to restore your progress very quickly with your high level character. Those affected by the co-op save game glitch on 0.215, please follow the steps below. Send your effective character save, the name of that character, and the level you need restored to, again, support@CIGames as well. And we'll send you back your save with enough vigor skulls to reach the same level. And then as well as if you're on PC, where your save game file would be saved to, and you can always back up your save there the same way. So as you can see here, these guys are trying their best, man, because it's rare that you ever see a company try to restore what you have lost, right? I mean, obviously they're not going to be able to restore everything, but at least you're able to get your level back and continue to progress instead of losing what in the comments I've seen people lose 50, if not way more than that. So that is nice. I appreciate the fact that although they can't restore 100% of your progress from those affected by the stat loss, at least you can get your levels back. These are very much welcome changes that the team are implementing and deploying in future patches as well. And now I will definitely reconsider trying to 100% it than how it was before. How do you guys feel about these changes? Let me know in the comment section, and as always, thanks for watching.